There were a lot of things going on with Erwin, the main protagonist of How Heavy This Hammer. I think the initial idea, or at the heart of the character, what I was trying to find, what I was interested in was a man that was in some ways powerful, big, playing rugby every weekend, but at the same time was weak, or had insecurities, or had small, evasive problems. That I like that duality of someone who perhaps needed help, but was big enough and imposing enough that he could push people away. To explore that predicament, or that mental state, that's what I look for in a film, is sort of everyday sort of insanity, very ordinary insanity. Is it a problem, or is it not a problem? I wanted it to be elusive, so I think that was at the heart of it. But in terms of where it came from, all my films are incredibly personal, and this film in particular too, very personal. A lot of it's based on myself, a lot of it's based on my father in some ways. And then a lot is also Erwin. Erwin gave so much to the performance. So I come to my films from a very introspective place, thinking about things in my life, and then I ground the process in the casting. So I have all these ideas that are almost embarrassingly introspective, and then I renegotiate them when I meet Erwin, and then I learn from Erwin, and we come up with something together. So it's a mixture, but yeah, definitely the source is very personal at the writing stage. Yeah, I mean, I would think I'd like to think it's timeless, but I think I play with those notions too a little bit in the film, contrasting it to him being a Viking and different journeys. So yeah, I think in a lot of ways I was trying to find something that was unique to our times, and that maybe the conquests that he maybe desires have no place today. But yeah, I think we're more introspective now than we were in the past, and I think we're more conscious of the effects of things like this now. And there are, of course, new things, video games, especially adults playing video games. Yeah, I think I was attracted to video games for a number of reasons. One is what you said, being sort of sucked in to video games, and there's this feeling that you sit down and then suddenly 3 or 4 hours have passed and you don't know where they've gone. And that's mirrored in other ways, that the character's always sleeping too. A way of escaping, something to comfort him. So I was looking, and I wanted him to be addicted to something, but something that was very normal, So it's not alcohol, or it's not something like that. It's something, a children's game, which in a way almost makes it more of a problem, because it's so easy to not acknowledge as a serious problem, that you should be able to control it. But it's just the outlet he chose. So that was what I like, how in a sense it's trivial that it's a video game, and that contrast between these bad computer graphics and opera music, and there's a juxtaposition, and it's a little ironic, but at the same time it's totally serious, that it is perhaps his opera, that this silly problem, this addiction, could end up defining a huge chunk of his life. We're definitely able to watch things more alone, even cinema, right? So much can be discovered now on the internet. And I think personally I came to cinema in a very lonely place. Yeah, in my adolescence. I was able to find a dialogue through watching films, these feelings I couldn't express as a teenager, and then somehow through watching these films developed a dialogue. So I think that's perhaps why I have this urge to explore these outsiders, or lonely characters, or characters who have problems communicating and interacting with people. And there's something wonderful about watching a story like that with an audience. Everyone's alone watching the film, but everyone's together. It's a very unique thing about cinema. And yeah, it's definitely been a tool for me to explore these ideas of loneliness, but in a sort of collective way, sharing it in a way of expressing it to other people. And he's not playing an online game. It's alone. Yeah, it does help him interact with his kids sometimes, Perhaps it's something that backfired. Perhaps it's his way of bonding with his kids, and then somehow it turned into this thing. For him too, maybe it helps him relax, and maybe we view it differently if he was playing computer chess, than a video game. But yeah, it's something that comforts him, and he does it to retreat. So it is a way of self-medicating, So yeah, there is something about modern technology that is that allows for that. It seems new, yeah. I wanted to have it contained. I didn't want to suggest if he'd heal or not. I'd like to think he has some perspective on his problem now. He's at least maybe noticed or realized it's a problem. He has a bit more of a sense of his existence, that he might not be able to get back with his wife, that things might be very different now. Because I don't necessarily know the answer, you know? And that wasn't the point of the film for me to resolve it for him. It more just to capture it. This feeling that to put my finger on it, I think was what I was hoping for. Hello, my name is Kazik Radwanski, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. And I'm here at the Cineteca Nacional with my film How Heavy This Hammer. And I invite you to come down to see it, and maybe see some other films while you're down here too.